Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We are here for another episode of Friday Night Smackdown, and ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking the show off with the shock return of Randy Orton. Well, the return of Randy Orton after his shock return last week, where he hospitalized Johnny Gargano with a punt kick. The Viper returns to Smackdown right now. It's been long time, Randy. He's been gone since before WrestleMania with his injury. And now we found out the man that SmackDown traded Bobby Roode for was Randy Orton. What does Randy Orton have to say about his actions? We're about to find out. The Viper is here. The Viper is back. I seek the World Heavyweight Championship, and I am not going to be stopped until I have ripped it from Tommaso Ciampa's hands. I am going to take it from you, Tommaso, dead or alive. Oh no. Get ready for a meeting of madness, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does what you did to Johnny last week and gets away with it. Nobody gets to send Johnny to the hospital except for me. So Randy, I give you 10 seconds before I kick your ass. Well, Randy Orton getting away from Tommaso Ciampa. Wait a minute! That's Candice LeRae! That's the wife of Johnny Gargano, and she's feeding Orton back to Ciampa. And with the help of Candice LeRae getting some revenge for her husband, she's fed Orton back to Ciampa, who plants him with fairy tale ending. And now Ciampa is gonna look to send the Viper packing.
Subscribing on YouTube is both free and appreciated, but another way that you can support the channel, if you are willing and able, is on Patreon. The LS11 Universe Patreon is linked in the description of every video that we have on the channel. Patreons get cool rewards, like personalized thank you videos, their name in the credits of videos on the channel, early access to side series like GM modes and Road to WrestleMania playthroughs, access to voting on the bi-weekly watch-alongs, and a bi-weekly podcast hosted by myself and Ray, where you get to learn more about us and more about decisions made behind the scenes. If you want to support us on Patreon, it's very appreciated, as it both helps the channel and helps support Ray's unhealthy Dr. Pepper addiction. Woo! Now, back to the show.
Let's try this introduction a bit more formally, shall we, ma'am? Ladies and gentlemen, the former NXT Women's Champion, Candice LeRae. The wife of Johnny Gargano, if you weren't aware already, from the fact that she just got revenge for her husband there. Of course, I am unfortunately having to confirm Johnny Gargano has been sent to the hospital due to the punt kick from Randy Orton last week. But Candice LeRae, his wife, getting a little bit of revenge for him there, feeding him back to Ciampa. Seems there's almost been a bit of strange understanding between the Garganos and the Ciampas now. As Candice has made her way to the ring, she's officially part of Smackdown, it would seem. And so she's making her Smackdown debut. So here comes Carmella to the ring to take on Candice LeRae. Here we go. As they lock up. Candice LeRae, of course, like I said, a former NXT Women's Champion, only just recently losing the championship at TakeOver Brooklyn a few weeks ago. About a month ago now, actually. And, of course, I'm sure a lot of you are probably very excited about this. I can now confirm Clash of Champions, Ciampa, Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship, Hurricane Rana from LeRae into a neckbreaker. If you've not seen Candice LeRae before, ladies and gentlemen, you are missing out. This is one spectacular young woman. Candice LeRae, swinging neckbreaker. She can do a lot in the ring. She is fantastic in the ring. They call her Mrs. Wrestling for a reason. And it's not just because of who she's married to. There's a suplex. She takes down Carmella, went for an elbow drop. Carmella. Oh, LeRae, wheelbarrow stunner. Carmella getting grabbed by LeRae again, and LeRae with another picture-perfect suplex. There's a kick to the back and a stomp. Candice. Oh, went for another one. Carmella out of the way. Kick to the back. Carmella. No. LeRae. Hurricane Rana. Carmella now picking her up to her feet. Right hand connects. Puts her in the ropes. Candice LeRae sends Carmella off the ropes. Slides under. Pops up. Hurricane Rana takes her down. And now LeRae standing over the Queen of Staten Island, or Princess of Staten Island, excuse me. And into a big suplex again, takes her down. There's a kick to the ribs now. Candice LeRae. Chop to Carmella. Grabs her. Carmella counters. Carmella now. Right hand. Knocks back Candice. Carmella with LeRae. Off the ropes. Carmella. No. Candice. Right hand. Takes down Carmella. And LeRae. Another Hurricane Rana. Candice LeRae. Here we go. Setting her up. Off the ropes. Springboard. Moonsault. Cover on Mella. 1, 2. No. Candice not going to waste any time, though. Turns Carmella over into Gargano. Escape. If you've never seen her do the Gargano escape in NXT, I will say she has this strange ability to keep it held in on someone for so long that I run out of things to start saying. But Carmella is going to be the first, is going to manage to roll out of it before that happens. Kind of glad, honestly. Candice now rolls through, flips over, jackknife cover on Carmella. 1. No, Carmella kicks out. And now Carmella fighting back. Carmella went for a super kick. Candice LeRae with a double axe handle. And now Candice drags Carmella to the center of the ring again. Candice, springboard, moonsault, cover. 1, 2. She got her? No. She did not. And now Candice with Carmella. Throws her in the corner. Oh, Carmella with an elbow strike. Carmella over the top rope. Goes Candice LeRae. Went for a right. Candice counters. Candice LeRae, springboard, drop kick. Hey, you know what? I've been praising Candice LeRae. I'm praising Carmella here too. She's improved drastically in the ring recently. And that is, yes, that is a reference to real life. She has drastically improved in the ring. Like, to a very noticeable degree. I'm very proud of her progress. I've been a fan of her since the beginning. Right hand from LeRae, though. And now Candice, this is how she won her NXT Women's Championship a while back. Swinging neckbreaker off the top. Cover on Carmella. 1, 2, 3. Huge win for Candice LeRae in her Smackdown debut. The Smackdown Women's Division has just gotten a whole nother injection of life with the likes of Toni Storm, Mia Yim, and Candice LeRae being brought in. Guys, I'm not even lying. I looked at the NXT Women's roster after these 3 left. There's like 20 people on it still. Don't claim we gutted the division. Moving on with the rest of SmackDown, though. Big win for Candice LeRae in her debut. Great to see her here on SmackDown. Oh, a bit of an upset here. Drew Gulak and Tony Nese knocked off the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Hurt Business. Dominic Dijakovic continues his winning ways against R-Truth. Shayna Baszler, the SmackDown Women's Champion, knocks off Nia Jax. Up next, we have another Intercontinental Championship qualifier as Bobby Lashley of The Hurt Business takes on Kofi Kingston of the New Day. And in the main event, Daniel Bryan takes on Bray Wyatt. Here comes Bobby Lashley to the ring. I actually remembered to update his theme finally. Watch out, Maroon, you're next. As here comes Bobby Lashley of The Hurt Business to the ring, MVP in his corner, of course. Bobby Lashley with a big opportunity tonight to qualify for the Intercontinental Championship Fatal 5-Way. Dominic Dijakovic qualified last week. Lashley, it would be his first title opportunity in quite some time here in Universe Mode, if he were to win tonight. Same for Kofi Kingston, though. Bobby Lashley and MVP make their way to the ring. Here comes the New Day to the ring. Kofi, Big E, and Xavier making their way to the ring. Kofi will be the one in action tonight, though. He's getting a huge opportunity himself tonight against Bobby Lashley. If Kofi wins here, he'll be getting an Intercontinental title match. Been a while for any of the New Day members to have a title opportunity. I believe Xavier Woods is the only one that hasn't had an opportunity against a singles champion yet. So here we go with Kofi Kingston and Bobby Lashley. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a fun match. These two seem to have a bit of an interesting dynamic between them. As Bobby Lashley immediately starting it with a power move there. Kofi with a kick to the ribs. You can hear Xavier Woods playing the trombone on the outside. Lashley, full Nelson. Oh, slams Kofi into the mat and an elbow drop for good measure. Lashley now picking Kofi up to his feet, and Bobby Lashley with Kofi off the ropes. Lashley spins him through. Neckbreaker. Xavier Woods again trying to get Kofi fired into this matchup, but Lashley spikes Kofi on his shoulder. Good lord, Kofi just bounced for Lashley on that one. And Lashley just throws Kingston across the ring. Kofi being dominated at the moment here. They called him the Dominator back in the day for a reason, I suppose. As there he goes again over the head of Bobby Lashley. Lashley now picks Kofi back up to his feet, and Bobby Lashley with an elbow strike went for another. Kofi went for a stomp. Lashley shoves him down. And Lashley with an elbow strike. Went for another. Kofi countered. Went for a clothesline. Lashley takes out Kofi. Lashley now picks Kofi up to his feet, and Bobby grabs Kofi and spikes him again. And now Lashley with Kofi up to his feet, and Lashley kicks him in the ribs. Bobby throws Kofi again. Remember, he was doing this to the New Day in that six-man tag match back at Backlash earlier this year. And now he's going to look to dominate Kofi some more with a clothesline. Big E watching on sympathetically on the outside, it seems. Elbow strike from Lashley. And a right hand, he grabs Kofi. Kofi, right hand of his own. Kofi Kingston grabs Lashley. And swinging neck breaker. Kofi now stomping Lashley. Kofi picks up Bobby. Bobby Lashley up to his feet. Elbow strike takes Kofi off his feet. Lashley with Kofi up to his feet now. Lashley, elbow strike, grabs Kofi. Lashley scoops him up. Has him for the hanging suplex. And Lashley is gonna drop him with that hanging suplex. Kofi's down. Cover by Lashley. 1, 2, no. Kofi kicks out. MVP just straightening his tie out there, making sure everything's alright. Lashley now just standing over Kofi. Oh, went for a clothesline. Kofi countered. Kofi kick to the ribs. DDT from Kingston. Kofi looking to mount a comeback now. Kofi going up top. What's Kofi thinking? Kofi Kingston. Speared out of the air by Bobby Lashley. Kofi thought he had Lashley dazed, but Lashley was playing possum. Cover by Lashley. 1, 2, Lashley is going to Clash of Champions. Huge win for Bobby Lashley. He dominates his way to a win. Bobby Lashley needed that tonight, didn't he? That's a huge win for Bobby Lashley, but our main event is coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt. What a matchup that's going to be. So it's main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the leader of the S movement. Here comes Daniel Bryan. This Smackdown crowd firmly behind the leader of the S movement tonight, Daniel Bryan, making his way to the ring. Daniel Bryan. Well, he's a former WWE champion. We're going to see what he's got tonight. This is not an Intercontinental Championship qualifier, in case anyone was curious. This is really just kind of seeing maybe who's next after this Randy Orton Tommaso Ciampa situation boils over. Here comes the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt leading the lanterns fixed. What? Genuine reaction. We're gonna have the lanterns fixed. Bray Wyatt making his way to the ring. Killian Dane and Wolfgang in his corner. They're the new Wyatt family, of course. Bray Wyatt pinned Daniel Bryan in that 6-man tag match a few weeks ago. So let's see how it goes tonight. Here we go. Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt. This is going to be a fun matchup, I'm sure. Here we go. Bray Wyatt. Whoa, Bryan turns it into a bulldog immediately. Now Bryan getting Bray back up to his feet. Daniel Bryan going right after Bray Wyatt. Daniel Bryan, I believe, now the only man to face both The Fiend and Bray Wyatt in Universe mode. Bray now sends Bryan off the ropes. Bray Wyatt ducks him. Oh no, Johnny Gargano has also faced The Fiend and Bray Wyatt. My bad. One-on-one, though. Daniel Bryan's the only one. And throws him across the ring. Kick to the head from Bryan, though. Now Daniel Bryan, drop kick. No, Bray Wyatt swats him away. Bray with a headbutt. And now Bray Wyatt grabs Daniel Bryan and plants him in the mat. And Bray into a cover on Bryan. 1, 2, no! Daniel Bryan gets the shoulder up. And a counter from Daniel Bryan, who hits Bray with an uppercut. And now Bray Wyatt grabs Daniel Bryan with a clothesline. Now Bray choking out Daniel Bryan. Bray. Oh, kicked in the head by Bryan. Now Daniel Bryan going to the leg. And again. And one more time. Bryan went for a kick. Bray counter. Daniel Bryan now sent off the ropes by Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, went for an elbow. Daniel Bryan gets grabbed. Bray, Uranagi. Bray's calling him up, and Bray Wyatt calling up Daniel Bryan. Here we go. Sister Abigail. Bray with Sister Abigail. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And in dominant fashion, Bray Wyatt just beat Daniel Bryan. What a huge win for Bray. He gets scarier as the days go by. Your winner, Bray Wyatt. Thank you all for watching tonight, everybody. Another great episode of Universe Mode. Candice LeRae officially on Smackdown. Randy Orton is back. We'll be back in a couple of nights for Raw on Monday. There's a lot coming up on Raw as well, including Rhea Ripley versus Bayley. #1 contenders match the SmackDown Tag Team, or the Raw Tag Team Championships, and Roman Reigns versus Matt Riddle. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.